Hello everyone. Today I wanted to talk about credit cards. We all have credit cards. Well, most of us in the world. And we all have debts to pay in life. Either it's for school or for bank loans or mortgages. And credit cards are both good and bad because they can be good as in helping you out with your money troubles by helping you pay for stuff you need right away, like paying off your rent or paying off your student loans. But in the end, credit cards are bad because the interest rates are so high that by the time you are able to pay it back, you'll probably be owing more than you thought it would be. Now, I have an interesting story about my credit card. I only have one, and I don't really believe in the fact of having more than one. Personally, I don't understand why somebody would have a Sears credit card, a Canadian Tire credit card, a Safeway credit card, different credit cards for different companies. Just one would just be perfect because that way you can just manage your expenses on one instead of having to have several different bills to pay. So I have only have one credit card and I'm proud of that. I don't wish to have more than one. So back in 2008, I believe, in fall of 2008, I have applied for a credit card from the bank and I received one. And I made a small purchase, which was easy for me to pay back. It was only like less than $100. But then I started to get so out of focus with paying it back that I got so involved with work that I totally lost track of paying it back, and the interest started to grow. And next thing you know, with other expenses here and there, I thought I paid off, but I actually didn't pay it off, and soon enough I ended up owing over thousands of dollars. I'm not proud of what I did, and I regret every moment of that, but I learned a valuable lesson about credit cards, is that when you get a bill for something you paid, doesn't matter how much it is, you have to pay that back. It's like borrowing money from a friend. Sure, your friend will be like the bank and charge you interest, but they expect you to pay them back because you're just basically borrowing the money. It's not really yours. So I eventually paid a credit card company back. It's Visa. I ended up paying Visa back. It took me a little while because the money I was making for my job at the time was with Safeway was gradually, slowly, paying it little by little, but it wasn't helping that much because the interest was still rising. It was hilarious because I would put money on the bill to reduce it, and then soon enough, before I even get a chance to pay back more of it next week, when I get paid again, the interest will rise up, and then soon enough, you got the money you paid them is you got again it's the same amount of money. So let's say you paid $500 on your bill, and you have, let's say, $1,500 bill to pay. Well, by the time I got paid again, that interest rose up, and the $500 I paid last time, I gotta pay it again. So it was just ridiculous. I felt like I was trapped. I felt there was no way to get out. But I fought against it for a while, and I managed to crawl my way out of it, and learned the hard way that credit cards should only be used when you don't have any cash at all. Even if you don't have cash, the stuff you see in the stores or online or over the TV, you don't have to buy them. Just because today is a special day like Black Friday or Christmas or New Year's Eve, if you can't afford it, then don't put yourself in jeopardy by owing a lot of money on credit card. I mean, the banks will be calling you, be like, "Where's the money? I know you owe money. How come you haven't paid this?" And then soon enough, you'll be owing so much money that you won't be able to pay it fully off. I mean, mortgages, for example, are one of the biggest things you'll ever owe in your life. A car, it will take several years to pay it off, but at least they can pay that off. Whereas a house is so expensive that it will take you several years of paying it off until maybe when you're in your 50s or 60s, if you're a young person, to finally pay off your mortgage and be like, yes, after struggling for such a long time to pay my house off, we finally paid it. But that's life. You have to have a roof over your head to survive. You have to have food on the table to survive as well. And without credit cards, people will be stuck. Money is important, but money shouldn't be everything in your life. If you see something that you really enjoy, like let's say there's a box of chocolates that was on sale for $3.99, and you don't have the cash for it, you can always ask your parents for money, or better yet, what I do is just wait until you get paid and then go for it. Even if the chocolates aren't on sale anymore, they'll still be there tomorrow. They'll still be there next week. They'll still be there when you get paid. So you'll be able to buy them instead of putting money on a credit card and be like, yeah, I'll pay you next time I get paid. And sure enough, that $5 that you paid for your chocolates with your credit card has now increased. It's no longer $5, it's now $10. And soon enough, you might even forget to pay your Visa bill or your MasterCard bill, and you'll be owing not just $10, but $100 and $1,000, and so on and forward and so forth. So think responsibly before you use a credit card.